So we go to Jerusalem, and we go to Knesset, which is like the Israeli Congress, and we meet a dear friend of my parents, whose name is Elyakim Rubinstein. They've been friends for decades. I don't know if you know him. He used to be the Attorney General of Israel at the time. He later became a Supreme Court Justice of Israel. So he's a very prominent man in Israeli politics. I'm going to backtrack a little bit and talk about what it was like to have a Jewish professor as a father. I would go to Hebrew school, and every day I would come home and tell my dad what I learned, and he would say, so that's wrong, and here's why. So he would correct me, he'd tell me the real truth about Judaism, the real truth about Israel, according to him. So we visit Elyakim Rubinstein in his office in Knesset, and he asked the three of us, hey, what's one thing you'd like to see changed in Israel? I'll see what I can do. And we all love that opportunity now. But he asked my sister first, like, what's one thing you'd like to see change? And she says, peace in the Middle East, bless her heart. And he's like, I'm working on it, I'm trying, hopefully we can see what we can do, but that's a really noble sentiment. Gets to my brother and asks, what's one thing you'd like to see change in Israel? And he says, bring baseball to Israel. Fun fact, 10 years later, there was an Israeli baseball league that my brother worked for. It lasted one season and it was such a disaster, multiple documentaries have been made. So he gets to me and he says, hey Ethan, what's one thing you'd like to see change about Israel? And I respond, make civil marriages legal. There's a policy in Israel that to this day is in effect that bans interfaith and non-denominational weddings. It's a terrible policy and it needs to change. But here I am, an 11-year-old boy, screaming at the Attorney General of Israel that I fucked up this policy. So my dad was so embarrassed, but he still told that story in my bar mitzvah.